ESPN announced today launch of Take Back Sports, a new youth sports initiative dedicated to increasing access to play for young athletes. It's aimed at getting 63% of kids playing sports by 2030. The initiative will address critical challenges in the youth sports landscape. All right, three-time Olympic gold medalist Kerri Walsh Jennings joins us now here on SportsCenter. Kerri, thanks so much for taking the time out. And playing multiple sports as a child is important. As somebody who has played multiple sports as a kid, I ran track, I played basketball, all the things. However, why should parents and coaches emphasize having fun during that process as well?
Well, Amina, look where all that hard work took you. You're now on SportsCenter leading the show. For me, I'm a parent of I have 2.5 teenagers. I have a 12-year-old and a 15 and 16-year-old. And I want them to share a similar experience that I had within the sporting community, which was long and amazing and hard and blessed and full of so much fun and joy. And for me, that's just paramount because I want this to be a lifestyle for my kids. I don't want it to be, only high school long or even college long. God bless them if they make it that far. And for me, having fun is a competitive advantage. It sounds soft and hokey, perhaps, but I won a lot when I was having a lot of fun. And certainly when I was growing up, I had the grace because my coaches and my parents put me in these environments to grow where I developed myself. And I wasn't as afraid of failure because I was just there to grow.
Yeah, it's so underestimated, how important it is to have fun while playing these sports. What can youth sports coaches do to inspire these kids?
I mean, my favorite coaches and leaders are the ones who embody, they walk their talk. And I feel like that's just paramount for coaches to be that authentic leader. And also, I feel like encouragement is a lost art these days. And we all, I think that we kind of went a little bit from very, very old school and hardcore and run through every wall to pretty soft where everyone gets a trophy. And now I think we can meet in the middle. And encouragement to me, again, it's kind of like how having fun is a competitive advantage. Encouragement allows for resilience. It allows for courage and bravery, and it allows these kids to flex their muscles of, okay, I just got, knocked down. I just shanked the last ball of the final point of the game, but I'm going to try again because my coach is there pouring into me that, hey, this is part of it. It's going to be hard. Even Steph Curry misses once in a while, get back up there. That's part of the game.
Yeah, finding that happy medium is so important. So why are you interested in joining Take Back Sports as an ambassador?
Oh man, it's just, I feel like at this point in my life, having lived this most beautiful career, which is ongoing in so many ways, which I can't wait to talk to you about. I'm here to serve and to pour into the youth. I feel like I'm still a kid at heart. I want to be timeless, and these kids deserve so much. And I feel like we live in like the most beautiful time in the history of the world. And there's all this leading edge stuff and we're doing great, but I want to get back to being human and to pouring into these kids having fun, because if they love it as they grow, they will continue to do it and they will then become better leaders. They'll know who they are. They know what they stand for. They know that they can do really hard things and they can do it together. And so to me, that's the power of sport. Right now, it's unfortunate that we're keeping score too early with our kids. A lot of kids are retiring before they even hit puberty. And that's because we're so outcome based. And so for me, I really do want to prioritize the journey because sport is all about living the moment. That's how you win, is in the moment. And if we're projecting, 8 years down the road, I want my kid to get a college scholarship. That's not what I want to do. And ESPN and Take Back Sports is an initiative that's near and dear to my heart. And I want to shout from the mountaintops how important this is.
Yeah, it's so much pressure when you're projecting that future on those young kids. Just allowing them to have fun is really the most important thing. Kerri, this morning you were announced as a part of the ownership group for MLB NorCal. I see you're so excited about it. Tell us more about that opportunity and what it means for you.
This is years in the making. We are bringing a professional indoor women's volleyball team to Northern California. My partners in the ownership group are incredible. I have Teresa Gao, who is just a champion, and Vivek Ranadavi, who is the chair and owner of the Sacramento Kings. And, the Bay Area, I grew up in the 80s in the Bay. And we are known for winning. The Niners of the 80s and 90s, and the Warriors and the Giants and Stanford and Santa Clara, and all the way to the Kings, you have this pedigree of champion culture. And so for me personally, to be part of this ownership group that is bringing Major League Volleyball to Northern California, it's an honor. I'm a Stanford girl. I went to Archbishop Mitty in San Jose. My babies are there now. And this is just one more reason and one more way we're supporting, youth sports, because aspiration is so important. These kids need something to look to and to be inspired by. And so we have great colleges around here. We have great pro teams around here. And now it's time to add women's indoor volleyball here to Northern California.
And Kerri, you are absolutely beaming and glowing right now, so I could tell you are super excited about it. Thank you so much for joining us here on SportsCenter. Congratulations on everything.
Thanks, Mama. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.
Likewise.
Thank you.